Hello. So a lot of streamers don't really know about volume control in OBS because their microphone is like super low because they just use the default settings, or super low, or if they scream it gets super loud, rip ears. So there's a bunch of filters and settings you can do with the audio. And one thing I do, Windows 11 is a little bit weird. Every time I start the computer, it will reset the volume on my mic. I have the Blue Yeti here. And every time I start the computer, it's set to 100%. I set it to 50%, usually 50%. I don't have it at 100% because if I have it at 100, it will capture a lot of background noise. So input volume, set it to 50%. That way the Blue Yeti doesn't pick up a bunch of background noise. If you can't have these settings, in Windows 10 you basically just right click on the soundbar and click sounds. Down here you can have more sound settings in Windows 11. And if you end up at sounds, you go to the recordings tab. And at the bottom I have my Blue Yeti. And you double click on it and go to levels. Set it to 50. And yeah, that's the first thing you should do, so that it doesn't pick up a bunch of background noise, or too much at least. And then when you are in OBS, I have my sound bars like in vertical mode. You probably have it like this. So your microphone have a cogwheel, or every sound device have a cogwheel. So you click on the one that's for your mic, then you select filters. And these are the settings I have right now. I add a gain, noise suppression. I only have the noise suppression during the summer because I have a fan going. So I want it to reduce that noise, the fan noise. I delete this during the winter. Then I have a compressor. So how do you add this? Well, you have the plus signs here and you have different effects. Of course, the gain and the compressor and noise suppression. Compressor and noise suppression are two different things. Noise suppression just removes, or try to remove, background noise. Compressor actually keeps, or trying to keep, the volume of your mic as stable as possible, if you know what I mean. He tried to keep it at the same level. So even if you like screaming or whatever, it keeps the volume at the same level. And that way, you don't destroy the viewer's ears when you scream. And yeah, so let's add the gain, for example. Let's do this again. Just add its second one, gain 2 is set to 0. So you just click here in the box and type 0. Let's remove it, because otherwise it will be super loud. Noise suppression, you just add it and you can select which one here. Compressor, let's add a second compressor. See how this will be. It will get a bit low maybe. Or let's do it like this, just So let's just add it again here. Compressor. And this is the default settings. So let's change this from 10 to 3. And threshold should be -20. So attack 1 millisecond. And then release 50 milliseconds. And I'll set output gain to 10 dB. So that's the compressor settings. So gain to 20. First of all, the audio settings, the Windows setting for your mic, set that to 50%. Then I add this gain on 20 dB. And then the compressor, like that. And then I actually go in here, right click and select advanced audio properties. And then I can set different volumes here. I set my Blue Yeti mic to -5 dB. And I also set it to mono. So that's kind of my settings. Of course, you can have the sliders here as well, but they are not so precise as the advanced properties. So here you can sort of type it in and be more specific. So yeah, that's kind of how you add like gain so that your volume is not super low. So if people think my mic is kind of low, I can increase it with the slider. Otherwise, everything is on max. Same thing with the desktop and other things. If people think it's too low, I can just increase it with the slider or go down. So yeah, that's kind of how you do this. So catch you later.